Hi Alex. Okay, so I'm making this video so you can understand double angle identities used in trigonometry. I'm assuming that's what you meant by solving double angle trigonometry. So you should be able to see the screen I'm seeing. And these are called identities. They're kind of like rules and things that you're going to use to prove things or find the answer. And as you can see, like, let me go get a red pen right here. I'm going to be using a red pen. The stuff that's written on the screen is Texas A&M filled in notes for double angle identities. So, like, if you look right here, it says simplify. So you're not really using these rules to solve, you're using them to simplify, to change it, to make it look different. So, if you look at this rule right here, the sine of 2a equals 2 sine a cosine a. And if you look here, look, 2 sine, here's your a, cosine, I don't know why I'm writing that, sorry, cosine, and I just got this new tablet, so I'm not really good at it yet. Okay, cosine a. So your a is, as you can see, 45. So now, when they give it to you like this, 2 sine a cosine a, now you got to change it back to, I'm changing my color. You got to change it back to this. If they gave you this, 2 sine or sine 2a, you'd have to change it to the other way. But usually if it says simplify, you're going from the longer way to the shorter way. So notice they just wrote sine 2, and here's your a right here. And then 2 times 45 is 90, sine of 90. And then, were you in pre-calc last year? If you were, then you should know on the unit circle. You can laugh at my facial expressions because I'm not looking at myself. 90 degrees is up here. Your sine is your y coordinate. Your cosine is your x, and the coordinates of that point are 0, 1. Because this is a unit circle. This is 1, 0. And again, the sine is your y coordinate at 90 degrees, which would be right here. And the y coordinate is 1. So the answer is 1. So if I look at this next one, 1 minus 2 sine squared, that's probably my a. So I'm going to go over here. Oh, it looks like this one, cosine 2a. So I'm going to erase this so we're on the same page here. Okay. So this one looks like this one. My a is 25. So now I'm going to change it to cosine 2 times my a. So cosine 2 times my a is 25, cosine of 50. And notice they didn't change it because cosine of 50 degrees isn't one of my quadrantal angles, which are these angles right here. These are called quadrantal. Hopefully you know that. And then cosine of 50, usually it's, 30, 45, 60 are your main angles, and then you get over here, you go 120, 135, and 120, 150. So cosine of 50 degrees, you'd have to use your calculator. They obviously don't want you to do that. Use your calculator, they just want you to simplify it down to a smaller one. Okay, so the answer is cosine 50. Okay, another example, next page. There we go. Let's see. 4 tangent 150, 1 minus tangent squared 150. Obviously, that's your tangent of 2a. Okay. But notice this is a 2, and this is a 4. So what they did right here is they factored out a 2. So if I took 2 times that 2, that's where the 4 is. So they factored out a 2, and they get 2, because you divide this by 2 and get 2 tangent 150. Over, and then they just brought this part over. Okay? So now this is our A, 150 is our A, Here's our A that's here and here. And so we're going to change this whole big mess right here over to this tangent of 2 times A. So you got to bring this 2 down, however, and then we're going to change this to the tangent of 2 times our A is 150, so we get 2 tangent of 300 equals, okay, now the 300 degrees, here's the 2 right here. The 300 degrees is one of your angles on your unit circle. And I don't know how well you know the unit circle, I don't know, that's why Skyping's kind of good. But 300, this is 270, so 300 would be here. Your reference angle right here is a 60-degree angle. So you just have to figure out what your tangent is right here. And I actually have to search my brain for a minute and go, okay, well, the coordinates of this point are 1/2 and negative because it's down square root of 3 over 2. And so, and maybe you have these memorized. Your teacher probably made you memorize it. What I had my kids do, they couldn't memorize, so they just took sine over cosine. They divided the square root of 3 over 2 by 1/2, and I believe you get negative square root of 3. Which would make sense because it's written right there, duh. I forget I have the filled in notes and not the regular ones. And so our answer is negative, they put the negative up front, 2 square root of 3. Okay, next problem. 6 cosine squared x minus 3. Well, that doesn't really look like any of these identities. I'm going to clear my ink there so we can start fresh, and I'm going to move myself over. There you go. Okay, so right here you have 6 cosine squared minus 3. It kind of looks like this one if I were to factor out a 3. And that's what they did. Factor out a 3, 2 cosine squared x minus 1. Now it looks like this one. We can change it. Our A is obviously x. They didn't give us a number this time. And so we're going to change it to cosine 2x. So cosine 2x, and you just got to bring this 3 down, and that's your answer right there. You just simplified it. You didn't solve anything. Hopefully that wasn't too quick. So all you're doing is looking at this and saying, how can I make it look like one of those so I can change it into one of these to simplify it. Okay, and then see you hit here, number 5, sine, cosine. That obviously looks like this one, but we have an 8 instead of a 2, so if we factor out a 4 out of the 8, now it changes it to 2. Bring down the 4. Our A here is x. This is our A. And then 2 sine x cosine x just becomes sine 2x, and it's 4 sine 2x. Okay, the next one's sine 3 theta cosine 3 theta. Oh, okay, so it looks like this one again. But what it has in front of it is a 1. So if I factor out to make it a 2 right here, we can factor out a 1/2 because 1/2 of 2 makes that 1 right there. So they factored out a 1/2. And then 2 sine, our A is 3 theta. This is our A. A. So you have 2 sine 3 theta cosine 3 theta. So this changes into sine 2 3 theta because here's our A. And then you just had to bring that A down. Or that 1/2 down, sorry. Okay, and then let's see what they did here. Oh, they just multiplied 2 times 3 to get 6 theta. So our answer is 1/2. That just comes down again. Sine 2 times 3, 6 theta. And this is a theta. It looks kind of faded. Okay, there's at least 6 examples. Maybe that'll help you understand. And these are identities. These aren't solving, really. Maybe you're on a unit where you have to use the identities to change them and then solve them. I'm not really sure. Maybe you meant solve. My kids always say solve when they really mean simplify. Okay, hopefully this helps. Bye. Hopefully, oh, and congratulations on you and Mariah becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. That's what your mom said anyway. Okay, bye.